Chapter 606, Consolidating Great Guardian's Power. This chapter is updated by novels.pl. Jigui looked at Zhang Yuochen pitifully. Jigui could predict that Zhang Yuochen wasn't going to face a good ending today. In the eyes of Jigui and some evil dominators, Zhang Yuochen was too young and only followed Red Wish emissary for a short period. With his age and experience, how could he be qualified to become a great guardian? Moreover, they also got the news that Zhang Yuochen had nothing extraordinary. He was probably at the same level as Jigui and Liu Shi. Who would want to have a person like that become a great guardian? Initially, Zhang Yuochen didn't want to show off in case he would be envied by others, which was why he had decided to sit in the last chair. Unexpectedly, these evil dominators would not let him go. Because of that, he had no choice but to be more aggressive than them. Zhang Yuochen moved but still sat on the 16th chair on the left. He cast a contemptuous glance at the crowd and said, "I'm the great guardian. I'm afraid that you can't decide where I sit." "Really? If so, may I have the honor to fight you and learn from you?" Evil monk Kai Hai strode over to Zhang Yuochen. Every step he took, the spiritual blood emitted from him grew stronger. When he walked in front of Zhang Yuochen, no one could see him anymore. All they could see was a cloud of thick blood. As the sound of the thunderbolt came from the blood cloud, the spiritual blood was moved quietly and started changing into different forms. Being able to sit on the 7th chair on the left, evil monk Kai Hai was definitely powerful. A pair of huge claws reached out from the blood cloud to Zhang Yuochen's shoulders. The claws were aiming to lift Zhang Yuochen up and throwing him out of Sacred Willow Hall. Crack! In the main hall, two bright lightning condensed and struck, unleashing a sharp, furious and destructive power, which broke through the blood cloud. A desperate screech was immediately heard. Later, spiritual blood went back to the center of the main hall, like a creeping tide, and then, condensed into evil monk Kai Hai's body. A blood hole appeared on each of his hands, piercing him from the palm to the back of the hand, with blood dripping continuously. Filaments of thunderbolt flowed in his arms and burnt his sleeves into ashes, exposing his two crimson arms. It took him 3 breaths to diffuse the power of the thunderbolt. All the evil dominators around here were surprised when they saw Zhang Yuochen injure evil monk Kai Hai. They had to think again. Is this great guardian really only at Jigui and Liu Shi's level? Zhang Yuochen held the thunder pearl, stood up, and walked toward the position of great guardian. Since people are still provoking me even after I moved seats, why don't I be more aggressive and just sit in the position of great guardian? Staring at Zhang Yuochen indignantly, evil monk Kai Hai said coldly, "I was only hurt by you because I was careless. Let's fight again." "Really?" Zhang Yuochen eyed him coldly, flashing into a lightning in a swish. He magically showed up in front of evil monk Kai Hai. Before evil monk Kai Hai could react, Zhang Yuochen had already condensed into wind and thunder finger and pressed against evil monk Kai Hai's heart. Zhang Yuochen only needed to exert a little strength to strike through evil monk Kai Hai's heart. Evil monk Kai Hai could feel a sharp pain spreading from his heart to his whole body. Suddenly, his nerves were all tied up. He did not dare move. He looked at Zhang Yuochen with a little more dread. "You, how dare you?" Evil monk Kai Hai tried his best to suppress his fear, but his eyes were wide and his voice was trembling. Zhang Yuochen said, "Why wouldn't I do it? Believe it or not, I can turn your heart into a pile of ashes with a flick of my finger." An evil dominator of the 8th change in the fish dragon realm quickly went over to calm Zhang Yuochen down. With an obsequious smile, he said, "Great guardian, calm down, calm down. Kai Hai didn't mean to offend you, so please forgive him." Kai Hai was just got carried away. "Great guardian, you don't need to waste your time to argue with him. We all work for Her Excellency, so we are all good friends. Let's not destroy the harmony." "Great guardian, there is a saying that a great man doesn't bear grudges against a small fry. I hope you can forgive Kai Hai this time and I will assure you that he won't offend you anymore." The evil dominators who were doubtful of Zhang Yuochen became worried. They were afraid that Zhang Yuochen would kill Kai Hai in a rage. Jigui and Liu Shi were shocked. They never thought that Zhang Yuochen had gained immense strength simply in the past couple of days. After all, just a few days ago, he was weaker than them. However, They didn't know that the most important elements for a spiritual power master were the superior spell and the psychic staff. When Zhang Yuochen fought them, he only used the weakest level 1 magic arts and he was barehanded. Now, Zhang Yuochen had Thunder Pearl, which could triple the spellcasting speed and increased its power by tenfolds. Naturally, he was much stronger than before. Having seen their performance, Zhang Yuochen said to himself, in this evil world, only strength can repress them. Zhang Yuochen still did not move his fingers away from evil monk Kai Hai's heart yet. He smiled and said coldly, you are all pleading for his life, but I think he is still unconvinced. At this time, an important evil person of the 9th change in the fish dragon realm, who sat on the first chair on the left, said coldly, Kai Hai, go to apologize to Great Guardian immediately. Upon hearing the man's words, evil monk Kai Hai instantly knelt down on one knee and said, Great Guardian, I know I've made a mistake and I beg your pardon this time. Zhang Yuochen cast a glance at the man and found that he was completely shrouded by a colored glaze aureole, and only a vague illusory image could be seen. He gave out the colored glaze aureole deliberately to cover up his figure and face. Even with the sky eye, Zhang Yuochen couldn't see his true appearance. Zhang Yuochen saw how the man's words could make the top master like evil monk Kai Hai kneel down and apologize, so he knew that the man was not an ordinary man. Zhang Yuochen suspected that it was the man who incited evil monk Kai Hai to take the initiative to provoke and attack him. I must watch out for him, Zhang Yuochen thought. After seeing Zhang Yuochen suppress all the evil dominators, Red Wish Emissary nodded with satisfaction and said, Kai Hai, Great Guardian is a master of spiritual power of 44th level. He is capable of controlling Thunderbolt, so it is no surprise that he defeated you. Most of the evil dominators in the Sacred Willow Hall had only heard about Zhang Yuochen's fight against Gigui and Liuoshi. They had no idea that he was a master of spiritual power of 44th level. After Red Wish Emissary disclosed Zhang Yuochen's real strength, all evil dominators had immediate respect for him. Even the 4 big evil men of the 9th change in the fish dragon realm turned their attention to Zhang Yuochen. Kai Hai was more surprised. If he had known that Zhang Yuochen was a master of spiritual power of 44th level, he would not dare attack him. Please stand up. Zhang Yuochen glanced at evil monk Kai Hai and walked toward the position of Great Guardian at the lower left of Red Wish Emissary, taking his seat firmly. Evil monk Kai Hai also returned to his original position and took a pill. He started healing himself and didn't dare say any words. Red Wish Emissary said, since Great Guardian has released himself from refining, let's talk about the issues we've previously discussed. The important man of the 9th change in the fish dragon realm, sitting on the first chair on the left, stood up and said, Your Excellency, I think it's not the right time to battle with DE now. We have to find a better opportunity. Red Wish Emissary was a little displeased and asked, why? The man answered in a hoarse voice, firstly, fighting against DE is like throwing an egg against a rock. We can't even resist Purple Wind Emissary and Cyan Robed Emissary, not to mention other masters around DE. Secondly, our layout in Kinneon County is not perfect. We'll be in an unfavorable position if we go up against them in a hurry. In my opinion, we should avoid the fight for now. It's not too late to wait until we are strong enough to face a decisive battle with DE. Red Wish Emissary knew they have a gap against DE. Although she had secretly cozied up to many evil masters, the gap was still far smaller than half of DE's at this stage. But she was unwilling to give up. If she missed the chance, she might not have a second chance. Red Wish Emissary stared at Zhang Yuochen and said, Great Guardian, what do you think? Zhang Yuochen said, I think that now is the best time for us to fight DE. Zhang Yuochen's words instantly caused an uproar in the Sacred Willow Hall. Everyone was puzzled. DE was so powerful that he could mobilize numerous masters. Why would he say that it was the best time to start a war against DE? The big man on the first chair on the left sat back and sneered. You're young and naive. Red Wish Emissary's eyes lit up. She asked, why do you think that now is the best time? Zhang Yuochen answered slowly, I believe that if you miss this chance, there will be no other chance to kill DE. Red Wish Emissary looked solemn, and she asked seriously, why? Zhang Yuochen said, Yi's biggest advantage is not the masters gathered around him, but his own incredible talent. Bukion Fan was the king of the top 6 among the new generation in the eastern region. Yi has already refined his demonic shadow and inherited Bukion Fan ability. Bukion Fan has reached ultimate realm in the yellow realm, while Yi has reached ultimate realm in the heaven realm. That means Yi has reached ultimate realm twice after refining Bukion Fan. Moreover, Yi's heartless saint being is stronger than the average saintly being. In the fish dragon realm, saintly being could only span between 3 realms to fight with the enemy. However, Yi could span 6 realms in the fish dragon realm. Now, Yi has just broken through to the fish dragon realm. His cultivation is not profound yet. In this case, we still can deal with him. If he reaches a higher realm in the future, anybody who is below the half-saint can't compare with him. By then, I'm afraid that no one can kill him. Zhang Yuochen's words shocked everyone.